what you should consider before a rewire. Now, rewire, as we said in other videos, it's a big, messy job. Everything's replaced, cabling's redone, sockets, switches, all of them ripped out, redone, start again, new stuff. Now, problem is what you should consider before a rewire. So, firstly, you need to know what a rewire is going to consist of. So, as I said, that's a replacing of everything in the walls. So, in order to do that, normally we will smash out the walls. We will cut into the plaster, into the brickwork, put new cables in a thing called this, which is oval conduit to protect the cables. Plastered over the walls, everything turned on, good to go. Firstly, chasing into walls, lots of dust. Even with our big hoover and fans and windows open and everything dust sheeted up, dust will get everywhere. When it eventually settles, when it's in the air, a week later you'll rub your finger across the side, you'll find dust. It's kind of inevitable. Sometimes you get around that. We get a deep cleaning service into rewires at the end of it. They clean the entire property. It's like sparkling for you. But if you choose not to have that service, that's what you can expect. Damage my wrist. Too much work. So that's what you can expect on that front. Also with rewires, all your floorboards are coming up and carpets upstairs. It's kind of inevitable. Sometimes even ceilings have to get removed just so we can get it done. We've got to get the cables from point A to point B somehow. Now, the carpets come up, floorboards come up, that's fine, they can all go back down. All your furniture has to get moved, pretty much. So if you've got a socket behind this unit's got to come out to get to the socket. We always say that all your small little knickknacks, your personal items, your important items, clothes, bedding, photos, ornaments, all this stuff, best thing to do for a rewire, put it all yourself into a box, put it somewhere safe, drop it off at neighbours, drop it off at friends, put it in the garage, put it in the loft, somewhere out of the way, because the one thing you don't want is them getting damaged, and sometimes mistakes do happen on rewires. It's not worth the risk of damage. Also goes for electrical products. Don't leave your computer out, don't leave your TV out, move it to a safe place just so it's secure. Trust me, you don't want little bits of dust getting on that stuff. It could break through no one's fault. Big furniture we'll normally move ourselves. So we'll come in a day before the rewire, we'll move all the furniture normally to the middle of the room, we'll dust sheet it all up, good to go. We'll move all the furniture back where it was at the end. We'll normally take some videos and pictures walking around before we start, so we can try and get the right locations. What am I on about? Sorry, I'm knackered. That's the first thing to expect before the rewire starts. Normally how we'll do is we'll come around, we've done a quote at this stage, we'll come around a few days before the job starts, we'll mark up everything on the walls, all the locations, we'll know where everything's going. Okay, then during the rewire, as we always say to people, it's best you're on the property. So we try and book around you going on holiday or you being away or something like that. It's easier. When you return, you can expect the property to be quite different. Now, if you've gone with our deep cleaning service, the property will at least be absolutely spotless. The dust should have settled and then all been cleaned up. All our stuff will be out of the way. All your electrics will be back on, turned on, functional, ready to go exactly how you wanted it. But what will be the case is if we plaster our walls after we've chased, but you'll need to redecorate. That's inevitable, we can't help that. Problem is when you cut into, like say you've got a nicely coloured wall and you chase into it, we plaster it, the plaster's going to come out to be like a pinky orange. You're going to have to get that touched up. We don't do a decorating service, we recommend decorators, but that's it. So it's always good to know that you're going to have to redecorate this stuff after. So if you've got spare paint, it's great to hold on to it, really is. Just hold on to the spare paint for that particular room so you can touch up the walls or contact a decorator in advance and redecorate the room fully. Redecorate. This is why it's always best to have a rewire done when you know you're going to redo the entire property, or you've just moved into a property, or don't know, maybe you're moving out, maybe you're going to rent it, maybe you're going away, or you're going to have an extension done in the next couple of months. It's good to have it all done in one go because it's all done in one hit. You ain't got to worry about it for the next 20 or 30 years. And that's what you can expect, really. The things that affect it will be budget, price, specification, features of your property. That's a big factor. if you've got like lots of Victorian features we have to work around. Now, sometimes you have to damage something or disrupt something in order for us to do our job for it to be repaired at a later date. And a prime example of this will be Victorian skirtings. Now, Victorian skirtings are big chunky things, they're normally about that big. Now, small skirtings we can chase behind it to put the cables in. Big skirtings is very difficult. If you've got big skirtings, the easiest way to get around it will actually be cutting a chunk of the skirting out of the wall, okay, running our cables behind it, refixing, so screwing that chunk of skirting back to the wall, wood filling in the skirting, and then decorating the skirting. Normally we'll refit the skirting back to the wall, wood filling if we can, decorating we don't do on that. So they're small little things to consider that you might have to also have redone when you come back on the property. But yeah, just a quick little video just to help you out. Got any questions, comment them down below. Get in touch even if you want any advice. Like, subscribe, see you on the next one. Bye.